I'm in Chico, in the brew house. If you can hear it, it's a little loud in here at Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. I'm with Ryan Arnold, and this place looks pretty impressive, but very, very humble beginnings for Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, correct?
That's true. Our founder, his name is Ken Grossman. Ken actually, he grew up in Southern California. He skipped his high school graduation ceremony to take a bicycling trip up the coast, and he stopped in Chico on his way to visit some friends and fell in love with Chico and moved here soon after. But he opened a homebrew shop here in the 70s, and several years later said, I want to brew beer for a living. I want to have my own brewery. So he started Sierra Nevada in 1980, and he actually started it in a really small garage space that's about a mile away from here. And he hand built his own equipment. He made tanks that were a fraction of this size, but he did start small, and over the years the support has allowed him to create a place like this.
The community of Chico, you guys are tied to Chico State in a way. Talk about that program.
During this brewing process in this room, we get a lot of spent grain. So malted barley we've extracted all the sugar, and then instead of just sending it to a landfill, we actually send it over to the university farm where there are cattle who can use it as part of their feed.
Wow.
And then that same cattle we use that beef in our restaurant that is just down the sidewalk here. So we have a nice closed loop with the university farm.
And speaking of the restaurant, this is a tourist attraction in a way, but also a great place for locals. Talk about how many people visit here a year, and what do they do when they come to Sierra Nevada?
We have a great tours team. We have a few different tours, just kind of a normal brew house tour that lasts about 90 minutes. We have a sustainability specific tour. When the weather's nice, we take people outside to our hop field and to our garden. And it's a busy place. You know, last year we had almost 40,000 people come through to take one kind of tour or another.
So obviously water is important to the Sacramento Valley, but any comment on without water, there's no beer?
That's absolutely true. Yeah, hops and barley and yeast do a lot of work, but the water is required to make that happen.
So it's important, I imagine, for you guys to make sure that there's an adequate water supply in the Sacramento Valley.
Yeah, adequate water is extremely important, and we try to do our best to help send some right back into the supply. We certainly we end up generating a fair amount of wastewater, but we have a wastewater treatment plant on site. So we try to clean up the water that we've saved and put it right back into the municipal supply.